Good Monday morning to you. It is 10:17 a.m. on your Monday. This is Talk of the Town on WDBX FM Carbondale, and we are talking all things Saluki Comic-Con with Nathan Bonner and Jeffrey Punske. Thanks so much for joining both of us, or joining me this morning. So Saluki Comic-Con got its start last year during the solar eclipse.
That's correct. It was the Eclipse Comic-Con back then, but since SIU can't afford to have an eclipse every year, we changed the name to Saluki Comic-Con.
And it was so popular last year, you decided to offer it again this year.
Yes, it was it was rated as a success. Everyone seemed to have a really good time, and everyone was asking when we were going to do it again, so we're doing it again this year.
So it's going on Saturday and Sunday at Southern Illinois University. And what do you guys have in store this year?
Oh, we have a lot in store this year. I think this is even bigger than what we were doing last year. We have a number of celebrity guests coming in. We have Samantha Newark, who is the original voice of Jem from Jem and the Holograms. Mm-hmm. We have Trevor Von Eeden, who is a DC Comics artist who co-created the character Black Lightning. We have an SIU alum, Brian Colin, who invented the video game Rampage, and he's going to be talking about that experience and talking about how his experience at SIU helped him start that whole career. We have a ton of panels and workshops from students, faculty, staff, community members. We have film screenings, costume contests, artists, vendors, kids panels, everything. Just you name it, we probably have it.
And what are you really hoping the atmosphere is like for people of all ages when they step foot inside on Saturday?
Well, it is a family-friendly environment. Mm-hmm. It is for all ages, and everyone should hopefully have a good time. And there, like Jeff said, there are tons of panels and workshops and games, a niche for everyone. I would like to mention we also have our costume contest, which is free to enter, is at 2 p.m. on Sunday.
Okay, and so do they have to show up early if they're going to enter that contest?
Yes, there will be a lineup at 1:30 at the Steak and Shake down on the first floor.
I mean, if you've never read a comic book, watched a sci-fi movie, watched a superhero movie, done any, watched a fantasy, I mean, one, amazing. How have you existed in this culture? You will still find something that you will enjoy in this con. We just have so much going on, so much diversity in terms of the types of events that we have going on, especially if you have kids. We have a lot of kids workshops this year, a lot of times for the kids just to work directly with artists and learn some skills.
And it's probably really beneficial for kids who are interested in this industry to get that hands-on experience at a young age.
Absolutely, yes. I think it gets them off to a good start. I mean, all kids draw, but when they get to a certain age, they usually stop, and that could be due to they're not thinking that they're good enough, or peers or downing their work. So this is a chance for them to meet some people who have drawn in adulthood and to get a few pointers and maybe keep them drawing.
And it's also nice, it's kind of your one-stop shop as well. You don't have to go to every location, or you don't have to go out of town. This is in your own backyard, your own community, and you can see and explore a multitude of things.
Oh, absolutely, yes. The Student Center is really a really good place to have an event like this because we have such a large range of facilities, including dining options, which will be open. Most cons don't have food. They have, like, food trucks. So we actually have real restaurants. So, yes, this is a good thing. So. And
when you planned the first Comic-Con last year, I mean, did you ever dream that it was going to be something like this? You'd be offering it a second year in a row?
Hoped, yes. It's kind of hard to think ahead a lot when you're in the midst of planning one of these. You're just wanting it to go off successfully, and the first one was done in the midst of all the eclipse stuff, so it was very hectic. So, but yes, hoped it would be successful, yes.
And what really was the reaction from the first one that you did?
It was generally positive, yes. We had a lot of positive reactions. Nearly all of our vendors asked, are you going to do it again? And a lot of them have come back, and we've picked up a lot of new artists and comics dealers and crafters, just a wide selection of people going to be there. Should also mention we're going to have the R2D2 Builders group out of St. Louis. and the 501st Stormtrooper Legion will be there with their life-size Tauntaun. We're going to have the Southern Illinois Jedi and a full-size TARDIS from Doctor Who.
You did not miss a punch on any of this stuff. It sounds amazing.
Oh, thank you.
And is there a cost or an entry fee to get in?
It is free for SIU students. We're also offering free entry to what we're calling future Salukis, so students that are in high school that are have applied or are showing that they're planning on applying to SIU. Otherwise, we have a 2-day pass available for $15. Family packs of 4 tickets; those are $40.
Yes,
and you can get in for 1 day for $10. And kids can also get in for free if they participated in our art competition, which we're also doing for the first year.
Yes.
Great.
And advanced ticket sales end Tuesday evening.
Okay.
But the 2-day and 1-day passes will be available at the door.
Okay. And you can use any kind of payment, card, cash, check?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Great. And when it's all said and done, what are you hoping people walk away with?
I hope that they that not only will they enjoy the con and all the incredibly talented people who will be showing up there, but they will also view SIU as a great place with amazing things going on at it, and they will want to come back and come to more events and more panels and more showings, and maybe if they're young, they might want to attend SIU too.
Yeah. To build on what Nathan's saying, I think this is just a great showcase of both SIU and the wider Southern Illinois community. We have artists, we have vendors, we have businesses coming in from all around Southern Illinois, even from Missouri, from Indiana, and so forth, from the region. But then we're also showcasing our faculty. We're doing and our students and the work that they've been doing and how this relates to these topics. And I think this is a really unique con, because it's at this university, it's focusing on these academics, but also doing all these other activities. And I just think this is a really special event, and I really hope everyone takes the time to check it out. And it's really affordable.
And you have a captive audience. It's family weekend on SIU's campus.
That's correct, yes. So, he said, SIU students get in free. So, I mean, it is something that I think every Saluki should check out.
And, everyone's schedule's a little busy, but you guys have been instrumental in the whole entire planning process, picking and choosing who's coming. And if you had to highlight just a few things that people should not miss, what would they be?
Well, we're going to have a Voltron panel on Saturday. Okay. And there, of course, is a Magic the Gathering, if you're so inclined for your card games, Magic the Gathering tournament on Saturday as well.
I would also like to feature there's a panel on the Black Superhero featuring Father Brown, Jeff McGoy, a student, Erica Thomas, and Trevor Von Eden, and run by an SIU alum, Jonathan Flowers. He'll be the moderator of this panel. I think it's going to be a great discussion. They'll be talking about some of the more recent superheroes that have had media made, like Black Lightning, Black Panther, and Luke Cage, and just talking about the sort of history and importance of the Black superhero.
And if people would like to get more information, would like to see a complete schedule of events, is there a good website that they can go to?
Yes, studentcenter.siu.edu. There is a Saluki Comic-Con link on that page that will take you to the site.
Great. And people can show up day of. If they don't buy their tickets by tomorrow evening, don't let that be a reason to stop you from coming out and enjoying all of the festivities.
Absolutely.
And Saluki Comic-Con going on Saturday and Sunday, September 29th through 30th, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the SIU Student Center. Any important information in terms of parking for people?
It's free parking. So, again, no excuse. Just the meters will be covered, and all of the lots that are normally reserved for students and faculty are completely open for all of our visitors to park in.
And I guess one of my final questions, what's it like to hold an event like this on the campus of Southern Illinois University?
you get a lot of support from the staff and the faculty and everyone who works at SIU. They really do toss in their full weight behind you, and it's very nice.
And the wider community. I mean, we gathered a bunch of the local mayors this morning, and
I was going to ask about that.
The interim provost and vice chancellor and the football coach for some photo shoots. I mean, there is total buy-in from so much of the campus community and the wider Southern Illinois community, and it's really great to see.
And once again, good website for people to go to learn more about Saluki Comic-Con.
Yes, it's the studentcenter.siu.edu.
Great. Anything I forgot to ask you, maybe you would like to mention? Can we expect to see both of you in costumes?
Well, it's a long day for me to be dressed as Director Krennic from Rogue One, but it's possible.
Okay.
If you go to any of our social media, you will see a ton of photos of me dressed as Captain America. I will probably bust out a 11th Doctor costume because that's pretty easy to wear long term. I also have a incredibly tacky Captain America print suit that I've been wearing at various events as well, and I may wear that as well.
Great. We covered lots of good information. Nathan Bonner and Jeffrey Punske, both from Southern Illinois University, gearing up for Saluki Comic-Con. Best of luck to both of you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for listening this morning. We hope you have a wonderful Monday, and we'll talk to you next week.